Okay guys, this one's going to be on Swiss triplets. Okay, we're going to do variations on the Swiss triplets, but these are your Swiss triplets. They sound in the form of triplet, 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 okay? But it's about the sticking. So we need to talk like this in the triplets, okay? Swiss triplets. They're doubles, cool? Double, 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 double. But in this one, we're going to do a high drop, high drop, high drop, high drop, high drop, high drop, high drop. Okay? Because of the sound, that's what we're going for, is the certain rudimentary sound. Okay? So you're ending up doing doubles on both hands. You hear that? The important thing is that your non-leading hand stays down at 3. Okay?
So part 1 goes. Part 2 goes.
So make sure you also try to work them on your left hand. I hardly ever see anybody doing triple and everything on your left hand with the flam. Remember to keep this one, since it's not your leading hand, try to leave that at 3 inches. Okay? I hardly ever see anybody do left-handed Swisses. Okay? Taking a variation off that, we're going to do Swiss drags. Okay? As written, Swiss drags. All you're doing is putting a drag on the same hand after. So now instead of trippa, you got trip drag. Okay? So part 1 will be... Okay? Part 2 will be flams. Okay? Part 3... Cool. Add all that together. And try it off the left. Alright, now, a variation on sticking would be invert Swiss triplets. You're still doing triplet, triplet, but instead of going right, right, left, you're going to go right, left, right, okay? So, instead of going trippa, you're going to go trippa, left hand, okay? So, our sticking is actually going to be still doubles, but we're going to have the high on the 2. Okay, so 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it's trip, let, trip, let, trip. Trip, let, trip, let, trip, let, trip, let. Okay, so that's the first part. Trip, let, trip, let, trip, let, trip, let. Cool? Add the flam for the second part. Trip, let, trip, let, trip, let, trip, let. Cool? And then add the pa on the left hand of the third part. Triplet, 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 triplet. Okay, so here's the first part. Second part. Third part. Off the left. Cool. Now, on this one, you can also do invert Swiss drags. Okay? Same sticking. Part 1 will be. 2 will be the same. But 3 will have that drag on that left hand, that ditto. Okay? So if we put it all together, cool? Don't forget to do it off the left hand. Now there's a third variation. The third variation goes into, instead of doing doubles, we're going to be doing 3s on the lead hand. But the seconds are going to be accented. So, in an alternating Swiss, you're doing 3s much like you're doing the invert inverts. Okay, you remember the sticking on the invert. Inverts per hand. You got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the same with this one, except we're starting right, right, left, 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 right, right. Okay. Cool. So if we put an exercise for this one, we're going to go right, right, 1 pa, 2 pa, 3 pa, 4 pa. But we have to alternate it. 1 pa, 2 pa, 3 pa, 4 pa. Okay, then with the flams, 1 pa, 2 pa, 3 pa, 4 pa. But now you need to add the sticking on the let, which is going to be the same hand as the next accent will be. So kind of like this. Cool. If we put it together, we have this. Cool. So work on those. Those are 3 different variations. On these, you can also do the drags. So if you do drags, you're going to have this if you put it all together. Cool. All right, so that's 3 different variations with drags. So that's you Swiss triplets, invert Swiss triplets, alternating Swiss triplets, and then if you invert the alternating Swiss triplets, you have inverted alternating Swiss triplets. Flame accents. See all that variation? Cute. Okay, have a good night.